Trashiest! Bow, 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 bow. This is a show where you submit topics, we put them in this bucket, and we talk about them. And I'm Gunnar Cain. I'm your host. That's Zak Rector over there. Hey, Zach.
Raise the roof, homie.
Jesus Christ. And today's special guest.
You've heard about him.
You've seen him in writing on some videos. Steven Stark, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Welcome to the show, Steve.
It's good to be here.
We've had a lot of people ask you not to be on the show, and we thought it would be nice to. We thought it would be nice to disappoint.
Who's asked me to not be on the show?
Me.
Okay,
Specifically.
And me.
No, but you guys all know Steve. We've talked about him numerous times. I think it was like episode 3. His name came up the first time when we were doing a little role play bit.
Oh, about our, what was it?
It was a roadkill supervisor or something.
Hey, listen.
He's way out of line.
What Steve's here to do is set the record straight, I believe. But it's our platform, so
Steve's like, I came here to address all the misinformation you spread about roadkill supervisors. Today's special episode, but if you want to submit topics, email us at thebucketboyspod@gmail.com. Check us out on TikTok at thebucketboyspod and on YouTube and Instagram at thebucketboyspodcast. We're just having a good day, and we're going to ruin it. We're going to ruin the good day. It's nice outside, and we're going to mess it up for everybody. If there's anybody listening out there who's a fan of the show Are You Garbage? Zach and I are huge fans of it. We know we're trash, and we decided to invite the trashiest person we know, Steven Stark, on the show, and we're going to find out who of the three of us is the most garbage.
the most garbage.
So all of the topics in our bucket are you garbage questions.
Yep.
We've got a scoreboard. And, at the end of the show, the trashiest person gets to just go home with that knowledge.
That's your reward? That's what you win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get some up top thoughts as to who might be the most garbage?
Steven.
I was thinking it might be me. But Gunner's kind of a sleeper trash person.
I am sleeper trash, to be
It's the
honest.
Culpepper in him.
It is. It's the Culpepper and the Colorado.
Yeah, also one time lived in a car for a while.
This is going to be great. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Worst case scenario, the Are You Garbage guys find out about it
And sue us?
and sue us.
Are bad.
But then they know about us,
Yeah.
which kind of works.
Yeah, if we can
on
end
two
up
fronts.
in some sort of written litigation, that'd be fine.
To see the Bucket Boys on a legal document would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have to make us pull out an LLC for this to be named.
It's going to really start costing us money.
We're a real business now.
Anyhow, Steve, can you please...
I'm nervous now. I think I might leave. I didn't know I was getting sued over this.
Could you possibly let our fans know where they could find you on social media? Because they already ignore the shit out of us. So.
Yeah.
Instagram is Steven Stark Music.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Oh, he's
That's
And
it.
TikTok, Steven Stark Music.
There you go. Steven Stark Music. Check him out. He's in one of the best karaoke bands you've ever heard of. Just kidding, dude. I love you.
This is going to be so much fun.
Steve's got a dreamy, silky voice. And if you like country, southern rock, and some other stuff, go check him out. If you're in the very small... No, I'm just kidding. If you're in the
7 people that like that kind of thing.
yeah, West Virginia, Front Royal area, you can find them all over. Just check them out. Shotgun Highway.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
You'll probably see Zach and the 2 other fans there.
Yeah. If you want to see the Bucket Boys, if you want to see one of the Bucket Boys, come on out.
Speaking of silky smooth country, I was at a show yesterday, and I'm coming out, and there's a Brooks and Dunn concert letting out at the same time, and it took us an hour and a half to get to just through like a 10-minute stretch of traffic. But it was nice to be stopped for so long because the amount of short jorts, and I only mention this so I could use the term short jorts. The amount of short jorts out there was nice, and I've decided that a country concert has the best dressed fans.
By far.
Absolutely.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Best dressed fans, country concert. Shout out Brooks and Dunn for bringing the ladies out.
They definitely put on an outfit. Mm-hmm. You know,
That's why you never go to a country concert with Zach, because you don't want to see him wearing those short shorts.
that's true.
He
I
does
put
wear
the white
short
boots
jorts.
on too. The go-go boots.
Pink cowgirl hat.
Find me out there. Let me ask you this, Gunnar.
Yeah.
So you left from, where were you? The Comedy Lab?
Comedy Lab in Charlottesville.
And that's a place you perform at often?
Yeah, just about.
How
every
long
other
does it
weekend.
normally take you to get home from there?
45, 50 minutes.
And last night with the Brooks and Dunn traffic?
2.5 hours.
Was that humbling at all? Realizing that some people are talented?
Draw a crowd.
I like to consider myself
It takes you no time at all to get out of the parking lot. I'm sorry. I'm being an asshole.
Yeah, but that 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you what, that 10 minutes from where I leave to the first light, when I just have a show, that's my 10 minutes.
Those 10 minutes belong to me.
Because I tell you what, you motherfucker, it would take you 2 minutes.
That's true.
I got 8 more minutes of traffic than you do
Yeah.
because you're a dick.
Because you're a dick. You know why it takes me 2 minutes?
Why?
Because I left before you got on stage.
I feel like I'm in a dangerous spot.
We're all good. We're all happy. I've been having a lot of shots coming this way today. I'm firing back. All right.
Oh, yeah. So, AYG, first of all, shout out Are You Garbage folks, H. Foley and Kevin Ryan.
We love you.
Over that Are You Garbage. Check them out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be trash today. Mm-hmm. Well, we're trash every day. We're just going to find out. We're going to put a number to it.
Yeah.
I like keeping score.
I think statistics are important.
Statistics. So,
geez.
Zach, who do you think?
Sorry, I'm watching the game over here.
You're so fucking weird.
Sorry.
Who do you think out of the three of us is the trashiest?
I think it might be me.
Okay.
There's a lot of trailer parks in my past. Maybe some stuff I don't want to uncover, but
Sure.
I'll tell you what, if a question comes out, I'm going to answer it honestly.
Well, and
That's all I
Steven-
can tell
Oh,
you.
we're telling secrets.
It
No,
depends.
if they come up.
Yeah.
Steven, I
like
will
this.
warn you that these aren't just like your typical trashy questions. A yes is a trashy answer.
Some
a
of this
no.
is very strategic.
They're very strange questions.
Yeah.
You made the questions.
No.
No,
These
no.
are directly from Are You Garbage?
Okay.
And
Over
put
the
a
past.
copyright wherever it needs to be.
Our bad. We
They
didn't steal
own-
from you.
They
I feel like
own.
you guys should have told me about this.
No.
No.
Because you wouldn't come.
Yeah, you wouldn't have shown up.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't want to talk about how trashy I am.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in a Southern rock cover band. That's not a good strike for you.
No. I'm going straight to the top.
You're our leading man.
I think if we could just get Are You Garbage on the back of every topic when we pull it out in post.
Yeah, we'll post some of that in there. No, I won't.
No, that's
I
so
ain't-
much work.
I ain't doing shit in post. We'll tag him in it and say thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, who's the trashiest out of the three of us?
I'm going to have to say myself as well. I'm going me.
It could be him. It could very well be.
All I know is it's not me. So
It's definitely not you.
it actually might be me.
There's no telling, honestly.
I'm going to be honest. It might be me. So,
What if we
Steven,
get a three-way tie?
well, then we have a three-way.
On camera for
Well, for the Patreon.
the Patreon. I love it. Mom, log off.
We're canceling your subscription. All right, Steven, let's pull a topic out. Let's
We're
see.
going straight into it?
We're going straight into it.
Oh, that's easy. Ever name your car?
Yeah, the Green Gobbler sitting right outside. We actually named my car on this show.
That's true, we did.
And now I'm really upset we did that because now I'm trash.
Have you named yours?
I have.
Which one?
I have. My truck.
You named the truck.
Yeah,
Not,
this is... Yeah.
let's hear it.
What is it? You look like a guy who would name their car Loretta.
No. To go with my occupation of roadkill supervisor was possum.
Hey, I like it. That's also a shout out to the late great George Jones.
Yes, sir.
Love that. Yeah, I have a whole Instagram dedicated to my car that is named Rhino. So obviously
should call it Gyno because you're such a pussy. Anyways,
so all three of us are garbage right out of the bucket.
Yeah.
I love it.
That shit.
I love it. That's fantastic. If you have a car that has a name, please let us know.
Why'd you call it Possum? Because it dies
George
randomly?
Jones,
Yeah. George Jones is one of the greatest ever. I don't blame him.
I
for
was
that.
afraid of this, though, that if any like country or southern thing came up, that I would be so
Teamed up
left
on.
over here. Yeah.
We just move on. All right. Have you ever splashed someone with your car on purpose? 100%. I've done it multiple times.
I've never done it with my car, but I've been in your car where I've done it multiple times.
Yeah. You see a big puddle.
Yeah.
You see a twerp on the sidewalk.
Oh, was this bullying tactics? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
You just
Or a
splashed
friend.
somebody? Oh, no.
Dude, you see a puddle, you see somebody standing there. You want to do it.
I've only...
You feel bad when their sign gets wet.
I've only ever driven like sedans and shit, so it's like I'm so afraid of hydroplaning.
You go for the puddle and just hit a tree.
This is going to be funny.
Yeah, right into a power line. Oh man, hell yeah.
So is that just me on that one?
Yeah, Zach trash. Let's see. Ever attend a McDonald's birthday party?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
To be fair, they were the shit
They were
back
awesome.
then. Yeah.
Well, and back then too, you would have like the McDonald's bucks. You remember the like McDonald's money? You ever had that?
I don't remember McDonald's bucks, but I do remember you could get the whole crew.
Vague.
Ronald would show up, Grimace, the Hamburglar, and a couple kids would come out and like what were the French fry kids?
The Munchkins.
Could you imagine if that was your job?
Being Grimace.
Yeah, you're Grimace. At
I'm
little kids'
basically
birthday
Grimace
parties.
now, just
It's
not
probably
purple.
a strange guy that was into some different things. But
He liked the birthday parties a little too much.
always in the ball pit.
Hey, kiddies. Yeah, dude. I remember McDonald's when they had those the cheeseburger seats, cheeseburger stools, and the French
Dude,
fry
McDonald's
chairs.
used to be so fucking cool.
It was so good.
I think I was at a crappy McDonald's. I didn't have any of this.
You didn't have any of that?
We had birthday parties, but they were lame.
Yeah,
We didn't have
built-in.
cool chairs.
Really?
Nah.
What did they have?
Cheeseburgers. That was about it.
They just had
Crackheads.
We didn't have cheeseburger stools, but there were just pipes sticking out of the ground.
There's definitely shoelaces holding the seats together.
Hell yeah! All right. Well, we all got McDonald's birthday parties.
All right.
I like it. You're up.
So far, it's a
This
clean
is a long
sweep
one.
for all of us. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you have themed rooms in your house, like a log cabin room, a NASCAR room, an ocean room, etc.?
Yes. Let's see. Our bathroom's nautical themed.
Is it
So
really?
good.
Okay, I
so
see. I see
Yeah.
where we're going.
But it's not even like really nautical themed. It's more like no, it's not. I guess it's nautical. It's not like we have like ocean animals all over the place. It's more like everything's like blue and white striped. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know what you would call that. Like 40s Navy themed?
Yeah. Nautical.
Yeah, nautical. Is that right?
I think
Nautical.
so.
Also, we have a golf room.
Yeah,
We do
true.
have that.
We went for a nautical theme in our bathroom,
Uh-huh.
and it kind of got away from us a little bit.
You have
That's
a room where
really
you
it.
pretend to have a podcast.
That's true. Not here though, because we're in the studio.
Yeah, this
We
is
came to the studio
This is
today.
a totally different place. You're talking about a whole different. Just, I know you might be thinking he's talking about here. He's talking about another house altogether.
What you guys don't know is that I pretend to have a podcast at home by myself. And I tell
This is totally legit.
I tell murder non-mysteries.
Yeah, this is
Practices.
this is just rehearsing.
I'm really just breaking down the OJ case.
I'm pretty sure somebody just died upstairs.
It happens every day. Our upstairs neighbors are crazy.
You don't have any themed
I have
rooms?
no themed rooms in my house.
I think your son's bedroom might be
Yeah,
themed.
it's very themed. You're right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all Harley Davidson and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's a theme.
You're right.
I don't have any themes except for that one room where all of our Harley memorabilia goes.
But I get it. It's your kid's room. I mean, how old's your son now?
He's 7 months today.
7 months. Yeah. And you had that room put together before he was born.
Yep.
And you're like, a crib
3
would
days,
fit
3
right
days
there.
before he was born.
Crib would
It
fit.
was already a Harley Davidson room.
He's just taking up my good room at this point.
Yeah. So is that all of us with themed rooms?
Yeah, we all have themed
All
rooms.
right.
Trash.
Damn. Turns out this might be even across
This is
the
clean.
board.
I'm going to be honest, Zach. You are in the lead right now.
I figured. Ever been ran over by a car?
Absolutely. I have been ran over. Does this count? I was riding my bike and a car hit me, and then I went over the hood of the car, and then the guy got out and yelled at me for
I
him
think that
running
counts.
into me.
Definitely
I think that
counts.
definitely
That
counts.
might be 2 points.
Does it count if you know the person that was driving the car and they were doing it like playfully, but they forgot to hit the brakes?
I think so.
I think so too. You remember Sean Foster?
Yeah.
Came into the neighborhood
I mean,
and he was
just
like,
fucking blowing up names out here.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna
Jesus
Last
Christ.
name.
shout out to him. I was like, oh, I'm gonna stand in the middle of the road. He won't hit me.
Yeah, hit and run of a pedestrian. Shout out.
And he pretended like he was gonna hit me, and then tried to hit the brakes, and then kind of didn't.
I'm pretty sure the day you met my parents, you ended up on the hood of my mom's brand new
That's
SUV.
You've been hit twice?
Yeah, by
Yeah.
my mom. So I get 2 points.
No, that's very true. I forgot about that.
You go to your mom and you'd be like, could have gone a little faster?
No, we
I
were just
think-
like driving around the neighborhood. My dad
The last thing I heard was, "Hit that dude."
bought my mom a new car. It was her first ever like new car. And we're driving around the neighborhood and Zach had just moved into the neighborhood. I was like, hey, that's my friend Zach. And he just jumps out of a ditch and right onto the hood of the truck. And then she doesn't stop. She just drove around the neighborhood like a 14-year-old kid just hanging off. I don't know if we should talk about this.
I don't think I was hit by a car. I think I more jumped on a car.
Yeah.
Did you jump on the car or did
Have
you
you
get
ever
hit
had a-
by the car?
Have you ever
I
had
jumped
car
on a
hit by
moving
Zach?
car,
Oh, that doesn't count as being hit by a car.
but I was definitely hit by Sean.
Jesus. Yeah, the funny thing is the guy who hit me while I was on the bike also owned the convenience store where I used to steal candy from all the time, and he definitely knew I was stealing the candy.
He did it on purpose.
There was a little bit of drive behind that.
Yeah, he was like,
This will show him.
he take all my receipts.
He's like, I'm fixing my profit margins right here.
Oh yeah, dude, it's back when that Reese's Take 5 first came out.
You were
Boy, I
pocketing
was
those things,
getting
huh?
them.
So he just runs you over. That's wild.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they were expensive back then.
Were you ever hit by a
I've never
car?
been hit by a car.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Turns out I'm the classy one.
That sucks.
I'll tell you what, it is fun.
What, getting hit by a car?
Yeah, you got a story to
Depending
tell.
on, like, what level of getting
You have
hit by.
CTE.
There's someone watching right now that's like, no, it's not.
My friend Matt got a European trip out of it. He got hit by a truck on a pedicab.
We had a coworker that got hit by a car. You remember? Yeah, I'm not going to say who it was. But they made out, out pretty well.
Old Jay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's not his real name.
swear to
I said his
God.
initial.
That's an initial.
Do you know how much I have to go through these shows and edit out stuff you say?
I think he would be.
He's safe on that one.
He'd be
That's an
proud
initial.
that his name was dropped. But I said his initial.
Yeah, dude. It was
Trust
short
me.
for Jay. Shout out to him.
Full name was J.E.
I mean, the last episode, I was like, hey, can you call my wife real quick? I got a question. And he's like, beep, beep. But saying the number out loud. He's like, what was her number? Ba, 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 ba.
Texting the camera.
I was like, the fuck are you doing? Hell yeah. Have you ever tailgated at an event and not gone in?
Mm-hmm.
Just gone to a tailgate?
Yes, WMZQ Fest back in high school. I never bought a ticket, and I just tailgated.
That's such a high school football game thing.
Well, you get drunk
Yeah,
in the parking lot.
because that's
And just stay in the parking lot, though?
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
hear the music.
All right.
especially at Nissan.
Yeah.
Or Jiffy Lube, whatever the hell it is now.
Back when it was Nissan, it was much better.
It was much
Yeah,
better.
It was much better as
because
Nissan.
they didn't restrict drinks in the parking lot or age of drinkers.
Sounds like that's why they changed the Jiffy Lube.
It might be. It might be. But yeah, I never stepped foot on the concert grounds. Just stayed in the parking lot.
You've never
What
done
concert
this.
was this? I've never done. I wouldn't even think to do this.
WMZQ Fest was like a country concert festival. So there was like several. At the time, it would have been, when we were in high school, it would have been, I think Luke Bryan was around then. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah, Luke Bryan, that type of shit.
Uh-huh.
And I just hung out in somebody's tailgate and waited till everybody came back from the concert.
Go back to that. You don't even know who you were hanging out with.
No.
How'd you get there?
A friend.
Dropped
Wow.
you off?
No. We all showed up together.
Okay, so you knew some people there.
Everybody there had tickets.
Gotcha.
I didn't. Because I heard you could hang out in the parking lot and drink beers. I was like, that sounds like a good time. And then they were like, all right, we're going to head in. I was like, I'll be over here. And
I think what we're watching happen is Zach forgetting that this is a audio show and he has to continue to elaborate on the story.
Well, no, I don't remember the story after that. That's the thing. I had a habit of falling asleep in places.
Oh, hell yeah. Where did you wake up there?
In the back of somebody's truck. Because they all came out and they were like, hey, the concert was sick. I was like, nice. Can somebody take me home?
I've never done it at a concert. I've done it at a sporting event.
I think that counts.
Yeah.
Just tailgating in general. I've never done this. I've thought about it. I've thought, actually,
Have you never tailgated?
I've tailgated,
Oh, okay.
but only at events I'm going to.
Yeah.
I've never
I only did that
missed.
once. It's not like I'm a habitual offender.
Yeah, but you've done it.
Sounds like you did it last week.
I might do it tomorrow.
Is that the Shotgun
He
Highway
doesn't
concert?
have my I don't really want to go in there.
Hey, concert's
Yeah.
a strong word. I'm just kidding.
It's barely a date on the calendar, my guy. It's not a concert. He's very good. Go see him.
Please go check him out.
All right, Steven, what do you got next?
Hopefully it takes off so I can buy some new friends. In the last 365 days, have you held a turtle, frog, or a snake?
Yes.
I for sure held it.
Yes.
Frog.
Yep. We got this horny toad that comes up to the back patio
Still
all the
coming
time.
around?
Yeah, Fred.
That's what he calls
There's
his wife.
no way it's still the same frog.
It is. It has to be.
A horny toad? Horned toad? Horny toad?
I'd call him horny toad. He's just a toad.
We've got a lot of write-ins if you stop giving your wife nicknames, dude.
No, but this dude, he's been coming up for like 6 years. And I looked it up because I was unsure. I was like, how long do frogs live? And it's like typically 5 to 8. So that may be the last time we see him. I don't know. He may be out there right now. Who knows? Because it's finally warm. But yeah, he'll come up. And we had cicada season like 2 years ago. And I would just smack cicadas out of the air
He do.
and drop them to him. And he'd gobble them right up.
Yeah, he used to come in and hang out with us at the bonfires.
Yeah.
Did you hold him?
Yeah, I'd pick him up and hold him and
Getting all the
set him back
warts.
down.
Yeah, what are we doing
there's
holding
there's a
Anthony?
photo I saw literally like a month ago of your daughter holding this frog. Ashley had seen it on her phone. Like came up
Oh,
on
really?
her memories. Yeah, here in the backyard.
That sounds right.
Yeah, she'll pick up some frogs.
She's a frog picking up old girl.
she's got warts on her and everything.
What's funny is one time I learned that, like, you can definitely overfeed a frog.
Yeah.
Because I gave him like 3 cicadas, and he's this big. The cicadas are this big, and he ate 3 of them. Like, where are they going? And when he ate when he ate the 3rd one, just a turd came right back out. I was like, damn, they're just running right through him.
That first one's clawing its way out, trying to make the room.
But yeah, he just hangs out.
So you're a yes on this?
Oh, I've definitely held a frog in the past 365 days. I mean, we have that little koi pond, and frogs get in there all the time.
Oh, you got to scoop them out.
Yeah, we got to get them out, and then they hop off, and you got to catch them. But
I imagine you too, because you're right. You got that pond right behind your house.
Frogs. We get snakes.
You ever ever picked up a wild snake?
Yeah.
Not me.
Dude,
I wasn't happy about
that's
it.
the scariest thing.
It's
No, we had
terrifying.
she always tells me it's like 3 feet, but it was every bit of 19 feet long. I was coming out to my truck, and it was like right in the middle of the driveway. We had to wrangle it up and take it into the woods.
Was this year?
Yeah, last summer.
Ugh.
When you say picked it up, bare hands?
It was me crying and shaking a lot. No, I roped him into a bucket and took him out.
Yeah. That's crazy.
No thanks, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
A fucking wild snake is too much.
I ain't touching no snake. Wild, domestic, otherwise, I don't care.
His own. It ain't.
Nope. I ain't touching it.
Whatever happened to the term trouser snakes?
It's gone.
It's gone, right?
I say
That's
we bring it
extinct
back.
as shit.
We'll bring it back right now.
I don't want. I'm not on board with this. I was just asking where I went. I wasn't voting. For
I
it.
say we change the name of this show from the Bucket Boys to the Trouser Snakes.
I'm off the show. I quit. Hell yeah! All right, Zach. What's the next one?
All right. Can we just talk
we
about
doing
this for a
with
second?
Talk about what? Oh yeah, sure. Let's talk about. Fuck, dude. Do we have to? I already feel bad. I fucking obliterated that
So
thing.
after last week's episode, do you want to tell the story how it went down? Because I
No.
wasn't in the room when it happened.
Yeah, I'm looking for something. I was like, oh, I need to clear something out on my phone to get something to download. I'm standing here, and he had made this big deal last week about this bobblehead, this Freddie Hugs bobblehead, and it's a beautiful set of bobbleheads.
It is.
It's so nice.
It was a gift to me.
It was a gift to you from a loved one. And I'm standing there, I'm looking at the TV, I turn around, and my hand just fucking throws it across the room. It
And this was an accident.
was a total accident.
Keep in mind, for the entire hour before that
Also, the
took
brakes
place,
stink, but
he spent the entire time telling me what a piece of shit I am. And then I walked back in, and he was just holding all these pieces. He was like, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, bro, it's fine. It's no big deal. Shit happens, you know?
no. We were in there, and I
You
told
didn't
you,
see it happen?
it was an accident, dude.
Accident.
Scout's honor,
He
dude.
walked out of the room.
He was like, I was like, dude, I'm just, trying to rile you up, and you're like, it's not gonna bother me, and I was like, yeah, I'll fucking show you. I do feel bad. I'm gonna fix it.
I don't think you can fix that.
No, shut up. I can fix it.
Like,
No, dude, don't touch it. I've got all these. No, put it down. I got it.
I know you feel bad, and I'm
gonna fix it.
Don't feel bad. Shit happens. If you fix it, that'd be awesome. If not, you'll buy me a new one.
No, I won't.
It's limited edition. You can't buy this.
Yeah, he doesn't play for the Braves anymore, buddy.
It's a break it too.
I just wanted to take an opportunity.
Actually, having a Freddie Hugs bobblehead is why he went to the Cubs in the first place.
He's in L.A. That was Dansby. Ever have a family member you didn't know you had reach out via social media?
No.
I don't think so either.
I've had a lot of, Saudi princes.
A lot of local hot moms.
Yeah.
Definitely local
MILFs.
Local MILFs
They're showing
need
up
attention.
constantly.
Local MILFs need attention.
No, I've been the family member to reach out to a family member they didn't know.
That's for sure way more trashy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
have some fucking self-respect.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, you know?
Who'd you reach out to?
Aunt. She knew who I was. Maybe that doesn't count.
Okay.
We just hadn't heard from her in a while. And I was like, oh, look, this person exists for real. And I messaged her. I never heard anything back.
She ghosted you?
Yeah.
Give him the point back.
She looked at that and goes, nope.
Block.
Oh, he's associated with that part of the family? Nope. I want nothing to do with it.
Ew, Braves fan.
I get it.
Hell yeah.
Now you guys put it that way.
Oh my gosh. Ever named a star after someone?
No.
Oh, that sounded like a yes.
It sounded like it totally yes. That sounds like a yes if this wasn't on camera.
Gotta watch my reactions.
Is it a no? A hard no?
Named a star after someone?
Yeah.
Like a
For somebody?
a girlfriend when you're in 3rd grade?
Sure.
Or a dog or
Sure, we'll say 3rd grade.
I'm still in 3rd grade.
sure.
All right, this is getting fun. Yeah. Yeah, you can mark me down for that.
What?
Not proud of that one.
Now, was it for, like you named it for them or after them?
After them.
All right, we won't ask, but we won't get into
We'll
that.
stay away from that.
I've never done it. Did you like officially document that star?
No, not like reach
Okay.
out to the...
You were just like
Star people.
You were like, hey,
That one's for you, babe.
hey, 3rd grade girlfriend. You see that star right there?
Hey, lady.
I'm gonna call that Sarah. Is that how that went?
That's close to it.
Yeah.
Like, one day I'm going to buy that star for you, lady.
One day when I make all this roadkill money,
You know what's funny about
the sky's yours.
those like star naming companies? They're like, you can pay us $200 and name a star, and then we'll send you a poster, and you can give it to your loved one. Mm-hmm. You think they just send the same shit to everyone?
It's exactly like the become a lord if you have land.
Yeah, in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh, that doesn't work?
No.
Oh, man.
I got 14 acres of
Hey,
it.
somebody call my lawyer.
Yeah, you can buy a square foot of property in Scotland for like $100.
Somebody call my real estate lawyer. I need to make some adjustments
I
here.
guess the rules in Scotland, if you own property, you become a lord.
Scottish probably. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Steven, we need a new one. Thanks for naming stars,
Steve's owning
buddy.
celestial bodies.
Yeah, dude. Wait, he's owning the cosmos out here.
Okay.
From all that karaoke money.
I think we could just pass on this one. Do you
Nope.
sing happy birthday to Jesus on Christmas?
I have heard that this is a real
This is
thing.
a thing.
Have you ever witnessed it happen? I've never taken part in it.
Have you ever done it?
Why do you both look at me over there?
Your family's super religious.
They're super religious. We
And
celebrate
super
Christmas
Southern, dude.
and Jesus. But I don't know anybody singing happy birthday to Jesus.
I don't know. I figured if it was happening
Well,
anywhere,
we're going to start now. Now that we know it's a thing that we should have started doing a long time ago.
I mean, you're trying to make it,
We've been
to
messing
the
up.
next life, dude. You want to make it through the rapture, dog. You're gonna have to start taking a little HBD, dude. You're gonna have to HBD the Lord up, dude, if you wanna make it to the next life.
It's so awkward. If you have like the one atheist family member that has to just sit through that.
yeah.
Here we go.
Well, it's like every Thanksgiving where they go around and say what they're thankful for. Somebody's trying to disappear.
Absolutely.
Have you or a family member ever defended themselves in court?
Not that I know of.
Oh, this is a unanimous yes for me.
Says the guy who doesn't know what a unanimous means.
Me and family members have had to defend themselves in court. Yes.
You've never been to court?
I've been in court. I haven't had to defend myself.
You've never been a defendant in court?
No.
So what'd you go to court for?
Oh, goody two shoes over here.
Were you the plaintiff?
Who are you suing?
Yeah, I was a plaintiff. Some guy when I was in high school, some guy came up. I was at the skate park. Well, this has been a theme on the show because I'm learning how to heel flip again. And I was at the skate park and I was just kind of sitting there, and some guy came up to me. He was like, "You've been talking to my fucking daughter, blah blah blah," and then hit me in the face like 3 times. Shit. Yeah, I didn't fucking know. I was with my girlfriend at the time. And he was like, "You've been talking to my daughter?" I was like, "Dude, I don't even know who the fuck you are." And
You're like, "I got a girlfriend."
He's like, "You motherfucker." Yeah. Hit me a couple times, and then we took him to court.
No shit.
Yeah, because the cops came. 15.
Oh man.
Yeah, some grown ass dude. And then I will never forget this. I'm in court because the cops like, "Do you want to press charges?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to press charges." This guy's
he
crazy.
punched me in the face 3 times.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. In front of my girlfriend, make me look like an asshole. And so we're sitting there, and he had come in with a neck brace on, and I was like, it was just one of those things. And he was like, "Sorry, we had to reschedule," because they had to reschedule the court date for whatever reason. So he comes in and it's like, "Sorry," and the judge is like, "I hope I understand, you fell off a ladder." And I just fucking lost it in the back. I was like, "Ah!"
That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
So you've only offended in court. Because it's either defended or...
Offended? Well, he offended me first, so...
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've never defended yourself in court?
Prosecute, yes.
Right. Prosecuted.
But what did you defend yourself for? Like a traffic ticket?
Where do you want to start?
This is one I really don't want to get into.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Hey, can somebody print a rap sheet for me?
That one I don't want to get into, if it's okay.
Yeah.
It could have been brought up on like the first question too.
Yeah.
Wait,
Could have been brought up a couple times.
What was the first question?
Now
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after.
I'm going to replay and then I'm going to start rumors on the internet.
That's fine. Comment what you think it was.
I'm going to just hold on to that story in case you call me out later on some of these.
That's fine.
We'll leave it alone for now.
That's fine. Half the county knows what the fuck it was, but...
All right.
Did you ever defend yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't want to say in case.
Get away from this.
Hey, has anybody had a family member do it, though?
Yep.
And can we talk about that?
Nope.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Sorry, that one's ugly.
We're trying to run a goddamn show here, folks. It's a lot of yeses and nos out here.
I get it. What we're really aiming for is the strikes on the board.
I don't know. I was looking to fill time with words, but yeah, we'll go with we'll go with tally marks.
I get it, but I don't want to. That's their story to tell, not mine.
Dude, Zach is trash so far. By the way. This is getting out of control.
I knew it was going to be me.
Dude, it's bad.
We're all surprised.
Let's have the next one.
Yeah.
Have you ever used the phrase "It's 5 o'clock somewhere"? At least 3 times a day.
So if you open that door right behind Gunnar, there's a clock hanging on the wall right above it. And I took the batteries out and set it to 5 o'clock so that anytime I'm in the shop, I can say, "Well, it's 5 o'clock."
Wow, dude.
I thought it was a funny joke. Now I'm realizing that's not the case.
Funny.
It's...
Especially since you're the only one that knows that.
I'm just trying to be honest.
I will say it is crazy how much people mix up funny and joke. It is a joke, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
You know about that.
Hey, catch me every Monday. Southern Cafe Music Hall downtown.
Gunnar's a stand-up tri-comedian.
I'm what they call in the business a public speaker.
Unmotivational speaker.
It's so easy for me to say this thing to you guys because I don't have the confidence to do what either one of you do. So it's for me to just sit here and throw eggs at you guys while you guys are on stage.
While you're just sitting around making stupid clocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And only if you could afford the eggs. That'd be crazy.
I didn't even make the clock. I just took the batteries out.
The batteries just died.
Oh, man.
Have you ever used the phrase?
No, I think we all have used the phrase. It's
I'm
5
pretty sure
o'clock
everyone in
somewhere.
America has.
What's the earliest you've said that?
Ooh.
That's
That's
the question.
tough.
What's the earliest in the day you've said it's 5 o'clock somewhere?
Like in relation to cracking a beer open?
Yeah.
6:15 a.m.
Had you been asleep, though?
Huh?
Had you been asleep?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
That's tough.
That's
Yeah.
You woke up and said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm only adding the 15 because I want to give myself a little bit of credit. Yeah, dude.
I think like 10 o'clock has been like the earliest that I
I've
was
had
like
a couple 8 o'clock.
8 o'clockers. The bike
You
rally.
have to.
Yeah. I think about like the bike rally and you know, weekends where it's just like a dude weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, let's just go.
What's the earliest you've had like liquor though?
12 years old? No, I'm just kidding. I don't drink liquor.
That's right.
Tried to get him to last night.
Who won't do it?
He sticks to his guns. I respect him for it. I should have.
Liquor's a problem.
Like, Zach's so smart.
When liquor enters my body,
Doesn't look like him by the scoreboard.
it's really a tally of who's going to die first. Ever spark up a cig in a gym parking lot after a
Absolutely.
workout?
Give me 17 of these.
After a workout, I feel is pretty specific.
Oh yeah, that's how you catch your breath.
You've worked out
buddy.
in a,
For sure.
Yeah,
you've
dude.
worked out in a gym?
Yeah. I used to go to the gym. I used to be religious about.
Have
going
you
to
ever
the gym.
seen yourself?
Yeah, yeah. This is since I quit. I used to be fucking jacked up.
Really? Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Yeah.
I've never gone to a gym, and I don't smoke. So that's a no for me.
I smoked a cigarette in a gym.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I
like
lived
it.
in Manassas.
Oh,
Yeah.
you had a gym in the apartment building?
We were very drunk.
It is something about coming out of a gym. Anything that like you lose your breath doing as a smoker, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. My heart's gonna collapse on me. Somebody give me a cigarette.
This will
you
fix everything.
You know it's not, and it's going to make it even worse, but you just need to have that cigarette in the moment.
No, I get it.
But also something about it when you already can't breathe and you start smoking, it's even more like you get the feeling even more that it's the right thing to be doing.
Yeah.
That it burns a little bit
None
better.
of us are going to live to 50.
I hope not.
What do you think about Gen Z smoking and drinking less?
Is that real?
Yeah. Like,
Nerds.
alcohol sales are way down. Mm-hmm. Like, high school parties, they got to be so weird. If people aren't smoking and drinking,
I think most
What are you
people.
doing?
I think they're just smoking weed.
probably.
I think everybody's on
Yeah, it
weed
became
and
legal.
ketamine and
Adderall.
this is gross. Have you or any member of your family ever owned a guinea pig?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yep. Both of my
I'm
grandmothers.
really sick of you saying yes and not offering any information. If there's not a fucking story about this.
Both of my grandmothers owned guinea pigs, and one of my grandmothers.
Grandmothers?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going extended family, yeah.
I mean,
I think this is more of like your nucleus.
Yeah, like in your house.
I don't have a nucleus.
You might want to get that checked out.
Well, here's the thing.
He doesn't know what nucleus means.
It don't have a nucleus.
So I would spend.
Fucking dumbass. That's why he's so negatively charged.
But no, I would like basically my year was split up 3 ways between my mom's house and my 2 grandparents' houses. So that's pretty much my nucleus.
So there was a
And-
guinea pig in a house that you were living in.
Yes.
Okay. That counts.
In 2 houses at one time. And one of those houses had like 3 ferrets, and
You know, I was just
they
gonna.
had sugar gliders too. You know what sugar gliders are?
Yeah, little
Yeah.
Flat squirrels.
Yeah, flat squirrels. Exactly.
Flat chipmunks.
Yeah.
I was gonna add to that though because I sounded shocked that a grandmother would have a guinea pig, but then it immediately dawned on me that my grandmother used to have ferrets, and I was like, maybe grandmothers are gross.
Yeah.
No
Grandmas
guinea
are gross.
pigs.
No guinea pigs.
Did she have pets at all?
Yeah, we had dogs.
Dog?
Dogs, yeah.
We almost end up. We almost ended up with a guinea pig instead of Jack, our first dog.
That's a huge change.
Right? Well, here's the thing.
Let's go get a big guinea pig and you come home with a dog. Well, Sonia, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's my wife. You've met her.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So her grandparents had just passed away, and she was like, "I need something to like hold on to and love, because like to fill this void of this loss that I've got." And I was like, "Well, that's fine, but I don't want to get a dog, just because dogs are so much." And she's like, "Okay, can I get a guinea pig?" I said, "Guinea pig's fine." And she left that day and was like, she went and found her 2 girlfriends, and she was like, "I got to go get a dog. Otherwise, I have to come home with a guinea pig. Because if I come home with a dog, he's just going to have to accept it." Because she was in such a vulnerable state.
Sure.
I don't know why you guys are laughing at me. It was a pretty heartfelt story.
I do love that you won't say why you were defendant in a case, but you will tell some therapeutic shit about somebody else and be like, "Hey, this is a secret. Maybe she was keeping."
No. She would tell that
So
story.
you voted for the guinea pig, though,
Yeah, because we
you're
weren't in a
trash.
place to have a dog at the time.
right?
Like, we didn't have the space for it. And she was like, "Well, I'll void those feelings with showing him a dog, and he has no choice but to say yes."
Was she right?
Yeah, 100%.
Not one part of you was like, "No, I say guinea pig."
No. Once I saw that dog, I was like,
Yeah, it
all
was
right.
over.
Yeah, I'm done.
'Cause I knew about it before you knew about it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to go one of 2 ways.
But you knew I'm a
Yeah.
big softy anyway, and you knew exactly how it was going to go.
And so did she.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can I have a dog?" No. Don't get any ideas, somebody. Just show up with it. It's all good.
Yeah. And that's my sweet little baby Jack over there. I love that dog.
He's a good boy.
He's the greatest dog ever. Anyway.
Hell yeah, folks! Steven, let's get another one out here. Dude, Zach is humming along here.
Oh, that's not looking good.
No. I mean, at this point, we're just pulling topics to have fun. we know.
All right, this is true Bucket Boys fashion. Do you call it ground beef or hamburger meat?
Ground beef.
Nope. You're both wrong.
It's
I'll
not,
die on that hill.
it's not it's not a right or wrong.
Yeah, it is. It's called hamburger meat.
Why? It's ground beef.
No, it's not.
It's beef that's
It's
ground
been
up.
ground up.
Also, how do you get a point on that? Where'd it go?
Well, if we disagree with you, you are the trashy one.
Do you call it ground beef or hamburger meat?
That's a
ground
good
beef,
point.
dude.
It's ground beef.
It's for sure. It is ground beef.
Give him a point.
It's our show.
All right.
Now, are we talking about chest hair or?
You guys are talking about the actual meat.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Ground
called ground
beef.
beef. I thought we were talking about when the button's a little low, dude.
See, now that's a question though. What do you call it? You call it chest hair?
Taco meat.
Taco meat? I call it sternbush.
Shout out Ryan George.
I call it jealous. I'm bare chested as hell.
So
I call it put it the hell away, sir.
I call that high tea levels over there.
Sir, my wife is here.
Quit talking about wife.
Hit me with that 3 times earlier.
Yeah, dude. My wife comes in the room. He's like, "Damn, you're looking skinny."
I was complimenting her weight loss.
Don't talk to my wife.
That's what friends do.
Have you ever taken furniture from the trash? 100%. 100%. I've gotten lawn chairs. I've gotten ottomans. I've gotten bed. What are the nightstands? I got a couch. I got another couch.
Can you tell us about one of them? What's your most adventurous trash furniture find?
Oh, check this. At Dick's Sporting Goods, they have like this big old dumpster out back, and I was kind of like living in this like one room type of thing with no closet, so I just had like
A one room dumpster next to Dick's.
It was the.
You get 7 points for that. Are you garbage? You literally lived in garbage.
No, but it didn't have like a closet or anything, so I just had all my clothes like folded up or whatever. And I saw, those racks that they like display, they hang the shirts and shit from.
Was it round?
No, it was like angled on different sides, so that it spun around so you could see. And I was like, this will work.
If you had one of those full round racks in your apartment, where you could just everything's my size.
She's holding it all up to you every day. Checking bags. Yeah, dude, I fished one of those out, but I got caught trying to pull it out, so I hid in the dumpster for a little while until they pulled away.
What was it, like 3 or 4 years?
It wasn't great. It wasn't great, buddy.
A Dick's Sporting Goods dumpster is not so bad.
It wasn't
there's not
bad.
foodstuffs in
that
there.
That wasn't bad.
You know?
No, you could find some treasures in there.
Yeah. I don't think I never took furniture from garbage to put in my house. I've taken furniture from garbage to like skate over.
Sure.
But never to put in the house.
Well, this whole studio is made out of stuff we found in the garbage.
If you're calling aisle 15 at Target the garbage, then yeah.
Wow, dude.
Chill, man.
Struck a nerve. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Can you pick a tie? Now that you ruined the whole thing.
I got a chair out of the garbage.
A chair?
Yeah.
Was it for
It wasn't
a house?
like in garbage, though. It was
Next to.
in an apartment complex.
It was garbage adjacent.
Somebody had set it out.
Garbage adjacent.
Yeah, how do you feel about that stuff that's out on the roads? It just
That's
says
free
free.
game.
It says free on it. Good to go. Do you trust it?
Yeah. Feel trashy picking it up.
Yeah.
Feel even worse when you look at it and leave it behind. They're like watching out of their window like, it's not good enough for you, is it?
Yeah. That is funny, the concept of somebody putting a couch out on their sidewalk and somebody walking up and looking at it and just being like, those people looking out the window, damn. It's not, free ain't good enough, apparently.
Free ain't good enough is tough.
Do you drink milk with dinner?
No.
I haven't in a long time, but I did when I was a kid.
Did you used to?
Well, everyone
Yeah.
did when they were kids.
I mean, like, high school.
Ooh. High school?
Yeah.
I can't drink milk. So. Losers.
Dinner's cut pretty short for you.
Dinner's
Once
pretty
you've had
quick
milk.
for me, dude. Oh, man. All right. Well, that was boring.
Sorry.
Way to pick that one, Zach. Steven, let's send this
Is it mine?
Yeah. I think we got a couple more in. Zach is garbage, 100%.
I think we figured that out.
Steven and I are tied.
Have you ever asked to change tables at a restaurant?
Nope.
Dude,
I'll never do
I'll
it.
leave.
I'll never do it. Yeah, I would leave.
I would get up and leave.
I am not.
It's
I'm
like
not
if
asking
you're
to
with someone
change
who's
tables.
really picky at a restaurant that like complains about it and sends their food back
Ugh.
3 times.
I hate it so much.
I'll just leave.
Yeah.
Dude, there's definitely things you can't do. Is complain about the service, complain about the food, and ask to move tables.
You just suck it up.
Or you
and
gotta
tip your
go.
20% and go home.
Yeah. Actually, you end up tipping 30%.
Yeah, 'cause you feel bad.
Because you feel bad for thinking those things of that person.
Yeah. Now,
What's a
does it,
scenario where you would change?
I guess if you had kids, like if you...
That's true.
You know, if they're... Like if you had you have a little one.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you've got the high chair, the booster seat or whatever out, and then, like, maybe they sit you at, like, a little 4-top, and then they put, like, maybe, like, an 18-top right next to you, and it's just too much for the baby, then you'd be like, hey, do you mind if we just move? 'Cause
That's an
this is
acceptable
too much
table
for
move.
him.
Yeah.
You should have figured that out before you sat down. You should have thought about
So-
it.
Well, no, you're
You're not
already
changing.
there, and they bring
And they
in
bring in a
the-
new table. Yeah,
Then they
that's-
bring in a big group right next to your baby. It's just too much happening.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. If you go to like a sports bar, right?
Yeah.
And they seat you and you're like, oh shit, my game is over there. Would you mind if we went over there? Like
No,
before
because-
you've sat down. Does that
No,
count?
because I would say sit wherever the
Change
fuck
it.
you're told and ask them to change the TV.
Yeah.
Because they're always willing to change
So
the TV.
then I've changed tables.
Wow.
Freaking trash.
Piece of shit over here.
Sorry. It's sorry. My game's over there and it's already on and it's on a bigger TV. It'll be easier for me to watch.
Here's the key. I don't want to watch it on the little TV.
Yeah. Also,
Wow.
I hate asking them to change the TV because somebody else might be watching that game. So now I'm inconveniencing somebody else.
But now you're inconveniencing the flow of the entire restaurant by moving tables.
That's not my problem.
It's literally your problem.
Yeah, you're the one with the problem with the TV.
Here's the thing. I walked in. I got a Braves hat, Braves jersey
This is
on.
where he fucking says some shit
Yeah,
when he
dude,
starts
here we
off
go.
with, here's the thing. It's
This is how that court case happened.
I was a defendant. She didn't want to sit
didn't wanna
me where I
move
wanted.
tables. Smacked her around a little bit.
But if you go to a sports bar like a Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that, you're going to watch a specific game. So if they try to sit you over here and I can't even see the game that I'm here to watch, why would I want to sit here? Can I sit over there? If they say yes, why did you bring me over here in the first place?
Now, at the front of the restaurant, though, you're not like, hey, I'd like to sit where I can see the Braves game. You're not doing that. You're waiting for them to make a choice
True. That's a
based
good point.
on your wardrobe. They don't give a fuck.
That's a good point. Here's the other
Here's the
aspect
thing.
of it is where I go to these places and I'm trying to be. I'm in a group. It's not just me by myself. So I'm in a group.
Yeah.
Nobody else cares about sports, and they're like, "Well, let's just get a table." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so I don't want to be the one to be like, "Can we watch the Braves game?" Which I guess
But you're
I
the
could.
only one who wants to watch a game.
Yeah. So then they show us a table, and I'm like, "Is that one over there open?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can seat you over there." Because it's closer to the game that I'm
Because
trying
you'd
to watch.
rather watch the game than be with the people you're with.
Yes.
Trash.
Yeah.
Garbage. More.
Did I get another point for that?
Yeah, that was fucking trashy, dude.
I'm going to sit the next 2 rounds out.
Extra credit.
Where are you going?
You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Let's.
Is he going to get beer?
He's going to pee probably.
So-
Nobody knows what he's
He
doing.
gets 3 points if he comes back with beer for only himself.
100%.
3 points.
Absolutely,
3 points.
buddy. 2, 3 additional points. Yeah, dude. No, dude. Yeah, we decided you get 3 extra garbage points if you only come back with a drink for yourself.
That's fair.
Oh my god.
Rude, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I'm in a bad spot.
Yeah, we know.
All right, we're going same time.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, he threw me off. That doesn't count.
So much easier than it looks.
It's further away than I thought it was.
You know what's funny is Dakota thought our studio was out. He thought the studio was at our house,
Yeah.
which is weird.
That's
Idiot.
crazy.
But he also thought this corner was like the corner facing the kitchen,
Yeah.
and he thought the trash can was like middle of the kitchen. I was like, that would be so much harder.
Yeah, it's like 40 feet away. It's like, no, dude, these barely go 8. Hell yeah. All right.
next
I think
topic.
We got one more topic in us. We know what
Watch, this is gonna be the one that's not me.
No, it's for sure. It's for sure not me, but it's all Steven Stark. Have you ever crossed state lines to buy fireworks?
Dude, I moved to a whole new state just to buy fireworks, baby. I'm tired of traveling.
100%. Oh, as soon as I saw that, I was like,
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah. Because West Virginia really is the place to go to buy fireworks.
Is it cheaper than? Because
way
you go to
cheaper.
North
Yeah.
Carolina to buy fireworks.
Yeah, people go to Pennsylvania.
You look at gas alone just to get there. West Virginia is so much closer.
Well, West Virginia's only like an hour. I think the line's only an hour from my house or something.
Yeah. His house is just at an hour from here.
But if you cross into West Virginia, no matter where you cross into West Virginia,
There's literally
There's
a
a
there's
fireworks
going to be
stand.
one at every single spot.
100 feet in.
That's
beautiful.
good.
So,
Find out.
yeah, for me too.
Have you never?
No, because I've never I've always gone. Well, for a long time, I was going to your place for fireworks. So it's just I never needed to.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
I think that's another point for each of us for belching into the mic.
Oh no, dude! I'd be cooked if it was about bourbon in the bites. All right, man, Zach, you're garbage. I hate to tell you, buddy.
What are you going to do?
Steve and I were classy.
Classy is a lot.
Compared to the scores, dude, we're fucking class
You have
acts
no
here,
Ruby
dude.
Taco there, garbage
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, look how
Garbage, man.
look how many. I understand we got a lot of points. We got a lot of garbage points, but compared to how many you got, we're fucking gentlemen.
Yeah.
Nobody said I wasn't a gentleman.
The CEO of Waste Management over there.
What are you going to do? You know, your life is your life. I can't do anything about it.
You literally can do something about
There
it.
was nothing.
Everything that I
Buddy,
said
there
yes
was
to
nothing
was my
in,
past.
No. There was nothing in here that you could not have been in some sort of control with.
It all happened before. I could do better moving forward.
You won't.
But
Not one of those
you're
questions.
not currently doing better.
Now, one of those questions stated, would you ever?
You could literally just do a rapid fire round right now on them.
All right, yeah, let's
do
yes or no for Zach.
All right.
Have you or anybody you know ever hired a private investigator?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have or did you grow up with a padded toilet seat?
Yes.
Have you ever squeezed cheese?
Yes. We all have.
Yeah, that's.
Fuck you. Have you had a Mountain Dew in the last 365 days?
Yes.
Don't even answer. I know these. Have you ever Googled how to make money?
No.
Yes.
No.
You're so full of shit.
He
I've
uses
never
Bing.
Googled how to make money. I use what?
Bing.
Ask Jeeves.
Ever pose in front of a sign with your last name on it?
No. I've never posed in front of one. I'm taking a picture of one.
Jesus Christ. And have you or your family...
No one was there to hold the camera.
Have you or your family ever been on a talk show or reality show?
Ooh.
No.
That's pretty good.
What do you call this?
This is a podcast. Hey now.
Bop it.
Bop it.
Have you ever used the trash can immediately after a fast food window to throw away previously used fast food bags?
Nope.
I have for
I
sure
do
done that
every
most of the
single time I
time.
go to get fast food.
Nope.
All right, Zach said no out of spite.
Spite.
This has been the fucking
Truth.
This has been Bucket Boys, AYG, Are You Garbage Style. Steven, where can they find you?
Steven Stark Music on Instagram and TikTok.
Woo!
Hell yeah, dude.
Zach, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Zak_shoots_.
Hell yeah, you can find me at Gunnar Cain Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. As always, if you want bucket topics on the show, email us at thebucketboyspod@gmail.com. Look for us on TikTok at the Bucket Boys Pod and on YouTube and Instagram at the Bucket Boys Podcast. Find us on iTunes, leave a review, 5 stars, write nice stuff, subscribe, all that bullshit. Zach, let's get out of here.
It's going to be a good day for some cigarettes and no shirts.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
It's
Bye.
fucking nice outside.
5 more points for that.